Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's class, we will convert this three-dimensional given diagram into 2D diagram. Okay. Here we are converting isometric view into orthographic view. Orthographic view means two-dimensional diagram. Here in orthographic views, we are doing front view, top view and side view of the object. Okay, which is a front view in the given diagram. Here wherever arrow has given, it is a front view. Okay, so top view of the diagram is we have to see this diagram in this direction. Okay, here arrow has not given, we have to take from top of the object for seeing the top view. And the side view means wherever front view is coming, the next side. Here we can able to see this view, so that's why it is a side view. So this arrow will give the side view of this object. Here units are not given for all dimensions. If units are not given, consider all units are in millimeters. In these three views, front view, top view and side view, initially we have to do the front view. Okay, so in the front view we can see this rectangle initially. Okay, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? Here 120 has given, here 20 has given. So in the front view we can see this box 120 mm by 20 mm. Okay, for doing these three views, here I have divided this space. Okay, here I took one reference line, xy line. Here one more reference line, x1, y1. Okay, roughly I am doing here. In this space we will do front view. Okay, so below front view we are doing top view. In the shortcut form I am writing FVTV like that. After front view we will do the side view here. Okay, now let us do the front view roughly. So just now I told in the front view we can see this rectangle box initially. Okay, start here 120 mm. Just without measurement I am doing here. This is 20 mm. So in the front view, after this box, we can see this shape also. Okay, at the middle of this 120 mm, we can see this smaller circle and bigger circle. Okay, so we can see the height also. How much height from the front? We can see 60 mm. Okay, so at 120 mm, take the middle here. At middle, do one line. Okay, at 120 mm, take 60 mm middle. Okay, this side 60, this side 60. Take the middle line. Just roughly take here. So here 60 mm is above this 20 mm thickness. Already we took the thickness here. So from this mark the center 60 mm. Okay, so roughly I am writing 60 mm here. So this is the center of this circles. Okay, now initially do the circle. Circle as it is we can see from the front. How much radius of the bigger circle? 30. By using compass, this point as center, do one bigger circle. Okay, like this. What is the radius of it? R30. Okay, so after getting this bigger circle, from the front we can see this smaller circle also. It has also same center. What is the radius of it? The diameter has given 30 mm. Okay, so radius is 15 mm. By using the same center, do one more circle of radius 15 mm. So here same center, do one circle here. Roughly I am doing here. By using compass we have to do the circle, one more circle. So in the front view we can see this box and we can see these circles. Okay, same thing I did here. After that, here we can see the slope part also. In this front direction we can see this slope and this slope. Okay, now this slope is, we can see 15 mm from this direction. Okay, this side 15 mm, this side 15 mm, because it is symmetrical diagram. Okay, so in this 120 mm, take this length 15 mm this side, 15 mm this side. So here from this corner take 1.5 centimeter here, mark 1 point. From this also mark 1.5 centimeter or 15 mm. Okay, here 15 mm. Now after that we have to join this circle to this 15 mm point. Okay, so here thickness is there. From front we can't see that thickness, just we can see the slope line. Okay, so from where slope line is coming? From the center of this circle. Okay, so here just do one horizontal line, axis line. So from these 2 points we can see the slope. Okay, join by using scale these 2 points. Here we can see the slope, here we can see the slope. After getting the slope lines from the front, here we can see small slope, this both sides. Okay, for doing that slope here, okay, just make a curve here. I have removed the line by using eraser. Just join this point to this point like a curve. Okay, make one curve like this. After doing these curves, here check in the front view. In the front view we can see these lines also. How much thickness it is? 15 mm. Okay, at the middle of it. Okay, middle of the circle, instead of slope we can see the straight lines. Okay, so already we did the middle line here. So 15 mm thickness line means this side 7.5 mm, this side 7.5 mm. Okay, by using scale you mark these points and then do these lines from this bigger circle. Okay, by using scale join to this bigger circle. So the total thickness is 15 mm, correct? So instead of, so in the front view we can see these lines as vertical lines. So after getting this, from the front we can't see these two circles. These are the holes in this block. Okay, but we have to show these circles. How to show these circles? So in the front view, take this 25 mm from this. Okay, so where axis is passing. Okay, from here also take 25. So in this block, take from this side 25 mm. Okay, do axis line for the first hole. From this side also take the axis line. Okay, this gap is also 25 mm. Now after that, here we have to do the circle. What is the radius of this circle? So here one side they have marked the total diameter is how much? 20 mm. Okay, this side 10 mm, this side 10 mm, and similarly here also this side 10 mm, this side 10 mm. So these are the invisible holes from the front view. Okay, now this is the total front view of this object. Here by using drawing instruments I am doing this front view. Here I did one xy line of some length. I have marked x and y. Here I did the vertical line. I have marked x1 and then y1. Okay, now here we can take any gap for doing the front view, or for other views also we can take any gap from this reference line. Here I did this rectangle. Okay, 120 mm by 20 mm. So after getting this block, from the middle point take 60 mm here. Okay, I have marked a middle point here. So from this point it is 60 mm. Just do one thin line, mark the center here. So after getting the center, do one bigger circle. Radius is 30 mm. Take radius is 3 cm. This point as center. Just do one circle. After getting the bigger circle, do the smaller circle. What is the radius of it? 15 mm or 15. Okay, by using compass, take 15 mm as the radius. First take 15 mm radius. Same point as center. Do a circle. After getting the two circles, do these lines. How much thickness it is? 15 mm. Okay, so this side 7.5 mm, this side 7.5 mm. So here I am marking the thickness. This side 5, 6, 7, 7.5, here 15. Okay, mark the end points. At these points, do the vertical lines. Now after getting this thickness, here mark 15 mm this side, 15 mm this side, and here do the bigger diameter and take these points. Okay. So here I am marking, here take 15 mm, and here also take 15 mm. Okay. Now here do the bigger diameter, take this as a reference line. Take these points, join this point to this point. Okay. And after that, here we have to do an arc. Here also do a line, and after that do an arc. Okay, it should be coming like curve type. So like this is the front view. Okay, here we have to do the 25 mm axis line, here also 25 mm axis line. So this is the axis line. Here also take 2.5 centimeter. Okay, do the axis line here. After getting the axis, here do the hole. Okay, it is invisible dotted line. How much diameter? 20 mm. Okay, here also 20 mm. Take this side 10, this side 10. So take 1 centimeter this side, 1 centimeter this side. Here also take 1 centimeter this side and 1 centimeter this side. So at these points, do the dashed line. Now this is a circular hole. Okay, it is invisible. That's why we are doing the dotted line. So this is the front view. In the front view, from all these lines, main lines, we have to do the projectile line. in this space. In this space we will do the top view. So similarly here we have to do the projectile line in this space for doing the side view. Okay, let us do the projectile lines by using thin lines. Up to some length. So from these points also do the lines. So from all the main intersection points I did the lines in the top view. So similarly do the projectile lines in the side view also. So these are the projectile lines, okay, in this area and in this area. We are getting projectile lines from all the main points. Okay, so we need to do the top view here in this portion. Okay, we can take any gap from this reference line to the diagram. Okay, in the top view we can see the entire block as rectangle. Okay, what are the dimensions of this rectangle? If you see here, this is 120 mm, correct? 120 mm already we took from this dimension. Okay, the another side of the dimension is this one. How much this is? Here it has given up to this. Okay, it is 60. Next thickness we have to take from this. Okay, this is 30. 60 plus 30, it will give entirely 80. So this is 80. We have to do one box 120 by 80 mm. Okay, so 120 mm we took here. Let us take 80 mm this side. Okay, initially make one rectangle like this. Okay, roughly I did here. Let us do by using the drawing instruments here. So in the top view we can see this box or rectangle. After that, here we can see this part. Okay, where we can see that part, this thickness part, how much it is? 30 mm. Okay, if you see here 30 mm it is. Okay, how much length it is? It is nothing but diameter of this bigger circle. How much diameter of the bigger circle? Radius is 30 mm, is diameter is 60 mm. So up to 60 mm we can see this thickness 30 mm. Okay, at the middle of this 120 mm. Okay, so at the middle you take the this rectangular box, okay, of 30 mm. Here we can see that thickness. Okay, so on the center of the axis the thickness is 30 mm. 30 mm mark the point. Okay, so we can see that thickness up to this bigger circle diameter. Already we took the middle line. Okay, mark the 30 mm. Okay, 30 mm. So how much length we are taking? We are seeing from whatever this diameter lines are coming, projectile lines, same length we are taking. Okay, this line here. Okay, and here this line. So in these lines we have to do one line. It will show the thickness. Take this is the reference line. At 30 mm do one dark line. Okay, so this is nothing but bigger circle diameter. Here from the top we can see these 20 mm boxes at both sides. Actually these are slope lines, but from the top these are looking like rectangles. Okay, but here gap is there, 15 mm this side and 15 mm this side. Okay, let us take that gap 15 mm. Already we took projectile lines at 15 mm. Okay, this is one projectile line, this is another projectile line, this is 15 mm, this is 15 mm. Okay, and after that mark this 20 mm thickness. Okay, so from this corner take 20 mm, here 20 mm lines like this. This is 20 mm, this is 20 mm. Okay, so here gap is there, 15 mm, 15 mm. So remaining part you have to make it dark. Roughly I am doing. So this is, here thickness is not coming, here also thickness is not coming. So here we can see the slope lines. These are the slope lines. Okay, in the top view you can see this thickness also. Okay, at both sides because it is symmetrical. So that thickness we can do by taking the dark lines. So this thickness is nothing but this thickness. Let us do this diagram by using drawing instrument. This thickness is 30. On the middle of the axis line I am taking 30, and this is 20, this is 20, this is 15, this is 15. Okay. Let us do initially mark 20 mm here. So this is a 20 mm. At 20 mm do just one line, projectile line. Take this is a reference line. Here I am doing the line. Okay. Mm gap, 15 mm gap. So here there will be no line. In the top view you can see this thickness also. Okay, at both sides. Here this thickness we can see. So this thickness we can see from the top. Here after that join this point to this point. Okay. This slope is looking like rectangle in the top view. Okay. So here 15 mm gap already there. Okay. So this 15 mm gap, keep one point here and here one point, 15 mm. So do lines here. Here we did this part. Okay, thickness is 30 mm, and after that we took the gap this side and this side 15 mm. So this side gap, this side gap. After that we can see this thickness here we did, and after that this slope is looking like rectangle like this. Okay, what is the thickness of the rectangle? 20 mm. Okay, this rectangle is 20 mm, this side and this side. After that it is curve here and here. Okay, so for that just do freehand, just do one curve here. And here also at these points, instead of intersection point, it is like curve. Okay, just do a curve by using freehand. This in the top view we can see these circles also and this line also. Okay, initially do this line at the middle of this circle. Okay, at the middle already we took the middle line from this projection. Here we took this thickness. Okay, already we did the lines here, projectile lines. Just make it dark, so it is coming up to entire length of this block. Getting this thickness in the top view. Okay, from the top we can see these circles also. So what is the diameter of the circle? 20 mm, and from this corner this center is 25 mm distance. So here from this side, okay, on the axis from this side 25 mm. So on the axis line from this side 25 mm, we have to mark the centers. Okay, let us take the center line. 25 mm on the center axis line, mark the center. Okay, this is the center of the first circle. Similarly on the center line, so from this side 25 mm gap, here we have to take one more center. After marking the centers, let us do the circles here. Okay, this circle should come within this hole because these are the circles only. Okay, do the circle. Now do here also one circle. For getting the side view, already we did the projectile lines from all the main lines from the front view. Similarly from top view also we have to do the projectile lines up to this reference line. Okay, let us do here. Already I told projectile lines means light color. Okay, thin lines compared to the main diagram. Wherever main lines are there, from all those lines we have to do the projectile lines. Now shift these intersection points to this reference line. How to shift all these points? Take this point as center, and first point, this length is a radius by using compass. Okay, we are shifting this point to this reference line. Okay, just make thin curve up to this reference line. Now after this point, shift this point. Take this is a radius, shift the second point. Now after this point, take the next point, same point as center. This third point, shift it here. Now after this point, take the next point. Okay, take this is a radius, shift that point. After this, take the next length as a radius, shift it to this line. After this point, take the next length as radius, shift it to this reference line. After that, take the last point and shift it to this reference line. Okay, we have shifted all these points to this reference line. Okay, here we got the intersection points. At all these points, do the vertical projectile lines. So at all these points, we took the vertical projectile lines. Let us do the side view here. For doing the side view, already I told whatever given arrow is the front view. The next side, where we can see the entire side, it is called side view. So this is the side view part. Okay, in the side view, we can see this rectangle initially, correct? How much width it is? Already I have told here, 60 mm plus the remaining part is 30 mm. 30 plus 60, it is completely 80. So 80 by how much thickness it is? 20 mm. Okay, throughout this block this is 20 mm. 20 mm by 80 mm. First do this rectangle in the side view. Okay, we took the 20 mm from this side. Okay, and 80 mm, this gap, it is nothing but we are taking from this side. Okay, this is 80 mm. We took already 80 mm here. So here let us do one rectangle 80 mm by 20 mm, one box. Make the main line should be dark. So this is the side view initial line. So by using projector line it is easy to take the dimensions. So this rectangle we can see from the side view. After getting this box in the side view, okay, so we can see the entire height. So wherever this top circle is coming, we can see the entire height from this direction. How much? The entire height, already we took whatever length is there, same length. So here at this corner, okay, from the side view we can see this height. Just make one line, vertical line here. Here I am not measuring, whatever projector lines are coming, I am taking the same length. Okay, make it dark. After taking the line here in the side view, we can see this thickness here. How much it is? 30 mm it has given. So just take 30 mm line here. Doing the 30 mm here, already we took this 30 mm here. Okay, this whatever projector line is coming, this one. Okay, up to this we can take the dark line. If you measure here, we can get the 30 mm here also. But every time no need to measure. Just by seeing the projector line, we can get the 30 mm here. After that, how much length we can see? So whatever this diameter is here, up to the diameter we can see this thickness. Okay, from the side view. So here diameter we took up to this. Okay, from this projector line we can take here. Okay, just make one dark line up to this. So this thickness we can see from the side. From this point we can see the dark line thickness we can see. Okay, after that on the side we can see this thickness also. Okay, how much height it is? 60 mm. How much thickness it is? 20 mm. Okay, now here we can see one more line. Okay, 20 mm we have to take from this. Okay, 20 mm thickness. So same thickness we are taking. So above this thickness, we have to take 60 mm up to the center of the circle. So from this point to center of the circle. Okay, up to here we can see this line. Okay, just make it dark here. So we can see this thickness from the side view. After getting this thickness, okay, from the side, we can see the slope also. Okay, slope is joining to this point, last point to the circle, bigger circle. Let us do the slope line. So from the bigger circle means this circle. Okay, from this point to this point we can see the slope. Make it dark. Here make the slope line. Okay, now this is the side view of the slope. Okay, here it is looking like one line. Okay, from the side view, this thickness, after this thickness it is looking like a line here. Just make one line here. So this thickness of this part, this is the thickness of the circular part. Okay, here it is looking like line. After that slope is coming. Okay, this is the side view. Now in side view we can't see these circles. These are the internal holes. We have to show in the side view. We have to do the dotted lines. Okay, so we have to take the dimensions from these circles. Okay, already we took the projector lines from the circles. Okay, these are the whole projector lines. Okay, here we have to show the circular hole. Okay, it is invisible, that's why dotted lines. These two are dotted lines. This is the axis line. Let us do here. This is the axis line. Two big lines with a dot, and make this line should be dotted, invisible lines. This is the circular hole. It is invisible. So this is the complete side view. Here after getting this view, in the top view we can't see this circle inside this bigger circle, correct? This is circular hole inside this part, correct? Now but this is invisible. We have to show this invisible part inside this thickness. Okay, now here we have to take invisible circular hole. So from this smaller circle, whatever projector lines are coming, already I did roughly here. Okay, projector lines. So wherever these lines are passing, we have to take dotted lines. Okay, so make this part should be dotted because it is the invisible part or invisible hole. Circular one is the invisible hole inside the bigger this thickness. Okay, in this thickness, 30 mm thickness, these are coming from the smaller circle, correct? Now this is the total top view. Now here wherever circular part is coming, we have to do the axis line. At the middle of this also we have to take the axis line because these two are the circles. Okay, for circle at circle center we have to do the axis line. Now here we have to do the axis line up to this thickness. Axis line means two big lines with a dot up to this. Here also we have to do the horizontal axis and vertical axis. Here also for this circle, horizontal axis, vertical axis. Okay. In the top view, for showing this circular hole, we have to do the lines, projectile lines from the smaller circle also. Let us do the projectile lines. Take this is the reference line, any vertical line, move the scale, do the projectile line. These two are the smaller circle lines, projectile lines. We have to take dotted lines here. After that, at the center, do the axis line. So here already I did axis line, horizontal axis line, and do the vertical axis line also. Now here also. Getting the circular hole in the top view, we need to take the circular hole in the side view also. Okay, from the side we can see this bigger corner, okay, and this thickness, and we can't see this circular hole inside this. Okay, so whatever projectile lines are coming, those should be dotted. To take it is the invisible part, so make dotted lines. Now at the center do the axis line. Now this is a complete side view. Here already at the center of the circular hole we did the axis line. After getting the three views, here just now I told these are the curves. Okay, here also it has the curve section. Okay, now for doing it, just make one curve like this here. Okay, so this is the thickness we are seeing from the side view. This is the thickness we are seeing from the side view. Okay, from this side, just make a curve like this here. Okay, now in the top view also, if you see from top, okay, this curve we are seeing. Okay, so here just make, instead of the sharp corners, make a small curve. Okay, after doing the three views, mark the given dimensions. Okay, what is the smaller circle diameter? It is 30 mm. So here I took dimensional line and I kept the symbol diameter 30 mm, and bigger circle radius has given, it is 30 mm. Okay, so I have marked outside the diagram. We can mark here also, and after that, so this is 15 mm. Here I have marked 15 mm, and this height from this thickness to center is 60 mm. This height is 60 mm. So from this thickness to this height is 60 here, and this gap is 15 mm. So I have marked this gap 50 mm, and this thickness is 20, and this thickness is 20 mm. So this is 20 mm. So here so many dimensions are there. Keep some dimensions here, some dimensions here, some dimensions here, so that we have to cover all the dimensions. Okay, so some dimensions I have marked here. The remaining dimensions I have marked this thickness 30 mm. Okay, so this thickness I have taken here 30 mm, and this thickness is 20 mm here, and the entire width is here 60 plus 30, 80 mm I have marked here, and this center distance is, okay, this distance, how much it is, 25 mm. So I have marked here 25 mm, and this thickness is 15 mm, and this gap is, okay, from this side to this center 25 mm. So I have marked here, and the entire width is, how much it is, 120 mm. Here also we can mark entire width, but here there is less gap between the diagram and this reference line. That's why I have marked here. You can mark one dimension at only one place, either in this diagram, or in this diagram. Okay, distribute all the dimensions in three diagrams. After that, here these two circles, what is the diameter? 20 mm for two holes. So same thing I took here, diameter is 20, two holes. I kept the arrows outside the circle because these are the small diameter circles. Whatever small diameter circles are there, we can keep the dimension instead of this area, we can keep this dimension outside, okay, of the circle. Diameter is 20 mm, comma, two holes. The meaning is for these two holes the diameter is same. So in this way we have covered all the dimensions. Here we have converted three-dimensional diagram into two-dimensional diagram. We can call it as orthographic projections also. In orthographic projections we are taking the three views, front view, top view and side view.